Okay, this is meditation time. We are going to meditate, and we need to purify our mind. So before start meditate, before start to meditate, we purify our mind. So how? Everybody calm down, be relaxed. I know in your mind has no that much emotions right now, but for the sake of meditation, so we calm down and be relaxed and stay softly for a few minutes. Okay? So now we start. You do not lost right now your mind. Right now your mind is clear. So not let come different thoughts, except my teachings. You can focus to my teaching. You definitely follow this. This moment. So today, actually every Sunday we have this class or these programs. So I try to offer to teach. Uh, I try to offer different uh, teachings on the way of meditation. And today also there's a little bit different. So before May I did not do that. May I did not teach on there. Perhaps it is helpful because here different meditators came. So that's way I think different people love to meditate with different methods. So today's methods is today's subject is four formless. Four formless. So we meditate on there. The four formless, among the number one is infinite space. Infinite space, maybe, right? Infinite space. So this is the during our meditation, sometimes we need different objects. So today means this moment our object is infinity space. So infinite space, yeah, these words make sense. What is this, right? So all of these things are, if we go details, except even though we just focus with one body, if you focus on my body, if we go with details, it is like infinite of body. Because such lots of things, we just get grossly. In regular terms, we say we just found the grossly of those things. If we go details, it's a very subtle, very details. But that moment of meditation, we don't want to research. Just you belong all these things are similar infinite space. So the infinite space, that moment, then you stay on there. The infinite space, you stay on there. You stay on there means you focus on there. You focus on the infinite space. You focusing on there continuously. And that moment, there are always, during our meditation, two obstacles. The one obstacle is the drowsiness. The drowsiness makes unclear and foggy and feel sleep and something happened. Whether during the meditation, if you are sleeping, this is still not bad. You don't worry, you do it. But if you don't want to sleep, then if you feel in drowsiness, that moment you want to wake up by yourself. And then another obstacle is agitation. So agitation is lots of thoughts and some thinking for the futures or something remember in the past, or just you wondering different pictures. Actually, if you meditate on infinite space, that is picturesque. Is it picturesque? It's beautiful. Beautiful means not always see something, oh, it's beautiful, not like that. It some feels like that. Feels more peace. So come down and relax. If you get this experience, usually to be Buddha, that's not enough, only this experience. But right now we are meditating, you try to get that. We try to get it, and then we have more enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. Then enthusiastically we meditate on there, then we progressive. So that's where now I talk less, you do more. So the infinite space, stay there. If feel drowsy, draw, right? Drowsy. That moment you make a little bit fresh by yourself. And yeah, then the agitate in your mind, then let you figure out and try to focus clearly. Ready? So now I use this. And then all phenomena are like infinite space, like that. single-pointedly focus on the infinite space. That moment you don't want to control different thoughts. The different thoughts has no space to come across with this focusing. So that moment, you particularly you may calm down and be relaxed, and you single-pointedly focus on the infinite space. If you check which makes more relaxed you, it's definitely you more relaxed with this focusing. So that's where this actually this meditation is shamatha meditation. So in the ancient times, many meditators meditate with four formulas. They they they, they did a wonderful thing with these meditation methods, and but sometimes they think that is final goal. They think, oh, that is the final goal because there's no suffering, and so then they think that is then what they need. So then Buddha says that still you keep going. So still you have another stage. There is no suffering means that moment in the field they don't have they feel not suffered because there is no grossly sufferance. Due to this power of this meditation, it's controlled the lots of sufferings, especially the related with the physical and the feelings. So this is the number one, from one of the four formulas. And then second, today we do in brief. We don't have that much time. The second is the infinite consciousness. So that is very true, I think, because the space is infinite, right? The space has no end. Oh, this is end of space. Who can? Nobody can get it. So consciousness is like that. We meditate on the infinite consciousness, and you first you focus single-pointedly. Oh, it's a infinite consciousness, infinity of consciousness, maybe infinite consciousness. Infinite consciousness. You stay there. You focus there single-pointedly, and then sometimes. If you willing to think or how it is infinite, if you try to research where comes from your consciousness, where comes from your consciousness, where comes from my consciousness. No, we cannot find it. And where going this? Where going this my consciousness? Cannot find it. If we beginning and end, we search our consciousness, we cannot find it. So it is infinite consciousness. And also these activities of consciousness also the infinite. We cannot figure out. For example, this morning and till now, if we try to keep our activities of consciousness, there's no box. Make sense? If there's the 500 people, then we say we want to keep them in the one room, then we can find it. Oh, the GBI temple is pretty small, but we can rent the hall in Prescott. But this morning to tell now, your consciousness activities are if you try to keep where you can get the box. So that's where this is like an endless over consciousness. If we found, oh, this is endless of consciousness, it's not that much get special, I mean, from them. If you get this, if this is gold, you get something. Because you can do something with this. You get it. But if you think, oh, infinite, if you find infinite of consciousness, if you found that, has no that much. If you try to find infinite consciousness, no reason or no result that much. That's where you don't want to search that. But you want to look at that. Do you understand? You don't try to search that, but you look at it. If you look at it or look that, and then that keep your focus. That method keep your focus, and then it's purify lots of your thoughts. The purify has three different how to purify. One purify is past. You have lots of thoughts in your memory. It's like a forget. It makes purify. Second is in this present momently. If you focus single-pointedly on the infinite consciousness, there's no space to come another thoughts. Another thought has no space to activities. For example, on this chair, in this chair, I stay here. If you try to come to sit here, there's no space. Same like that. You focus with the infinity consciousness. That is the percent how to purify your thoughts. The third is feature. If you focus on these methods, on this object, then it's prevent, it's control to keep another thoughts, like a feature. For example, today you meditate on there, and then today you purely meditate on there. Tomorrow your thoughts getting less. The result is like that. And do tomorrow you meditate on that, day after tomorrow your thoughts more getting less. So that's where it purifies the thoughts. So now similar the infinite space, we meditate with that. Similar the infinite consciousness. But right now this is a meditation class. Class means maybe try to teach a little bit on there, right? Otherwise, meditation period. Period is maybe just stay there. I just try to explain in English. So, class means maybe we heard class, it's like a learn something, right? So that's where I try to teach. Otherwise, we meditate on there. So for that reasons, I a little bit talks on there more about this background. But right now you understood, right? How to focus. Consciousness. Where is consciousness? Consciousness is in your body, right? In your body. Till now, Perhaps you did not search where is your consciousness. Perhaps you searched it, but you did not say, "Oh, this is the infinite consciousness." Maybe you never say before, perhaps. But right now you communicate with your mind like that. But you don't say this is. That's still fun. The infinite, all the phenomena and all the objects, it's infinite of space. If I go more details, then we take more times. Otherwise, all of these material things are including mind. All of minds are including consciousness. So then consciousness is infinity. Infinite, right? Infinite. No end. So like that. Okay? Okay, so all the phenomena are just space. And then space is also just consciousness. Now we focus with third of formlessness. So that is nothing whatsoever. Whatsoever? Yeah, whatsoever. Nothing whatsoever. Why we do meditate with this? Because usually we have lots of identify. Good, bad, yes, no, right, wrong, right, left, higher and low. we are adjective makers. we, because we made a lot, right? After if we made it, we say God made. Someone say God made a lot of things. Maybe after God made them, and then he or she I don't left that. But we made them. We made a lot of adjective, and then we accept, some we try to reject. That's where then it's extra problems. So this method of third of this method of meditation purify those problems. It does not give the responsibility to make many adjectives. So maybe one dictionary, we created one dictionary. No, without adjectives, only only nouns and verbs, adverbs. So the nothing whatsoever, right? That is just on the space, and then consciousness. Still, we have this identify with space and consciousness, infinity. Infinity consciousness and infinity the consciousness and space. But now it's nothing. That moment, it's true, nothing actually. If there is something, then who can find? Buddha found it. If there is something, why Buddha go beyond of heaven, right? Perhaps it's if there is something, why Buddha go outside of from this something? But Buddha go beyond of from the something. Make sense? So for that reasons, there is nothing. There is something who says that. There is something who says that. Thoughts. Thoughts say there is something. And then this meditation, action of this meditation that says there is nothing. So let us fight them. Make sense? This meditation says there is nothing whatsoever. And the thoughts say there is something whatsoever. Maybe. So that's where, okay, till now, whether you are 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever age, doesn't matter. We follow with these thoughts. There is something. If till now we say there is something, then they make lots of jobs us without pay, without salary. works a lot. We did a lot of works, but nothing whatsoever. That section we just saved doesn't work with that. Just keep. So we have two. If we only believe brain, we have two parts of brain. One part of brain say there is something. We say yes, you are right. Then we work here until we get in completely tired. But this part brain, there is nothing whatsoever. This part we doesn't work. So that's where today we work with this. And then you completely focus on there. There is nothing whatsoever. That is your object. Okay? if if we are dogs, if we are dogs, this meditation method is like a dog's leash, right? So it's lead us step by step to the Buddha's stage. Usually, without meditation, then our mind is wandering everywhere. And then, for that reasons, we think we meditate with infinite space. And then we meditate on the infinite space. But then this infinite space is also just made by consciousness. It is just infinite consciousness. Then we think, oh, this is only consciousness, nothing else. But then the method of nothing whatsoever, that method remove the first method. So that's where we stay on the method of the nothing whatsoever. And right now we did very short period, we do not worry. Otherwise, in the ancient, some meditators stay for year by year on there, this method. That's where if everything same, too much is not good always. So if we stay with this object for too longer, then it's just sometimes like a waste over time. Why? Because during the meditation we have calm down, happy, peace, relax, but we are hurried to be Buddha. We are so kind of rush to be Buddha. So that's where we don't want to takes long time there. The stage of the nothing but evil. Make sense? And then the fourth method. The fourth method is very close on the Buddha's stage. But on this fourth method also, they have some limited. Method has no limited, but our action has limit. We make limit there. Oh, no, I want to go on another method. We need to know in the usually, but now in order to they have different levels, four different these four families. Among them, the fourth is neither persons. Yeah, there's two. Right, there are two translate. No perception and no perception nor non-perception. That's the one translator. And also, I'm not sure this is exactly right or wrong. The no presence nor absence.
No presence, no absence.
Presence and absence. But I love this no perception nor non-perception. That makes more sense for me. So this fourth method is that. Why we need that? Because first we think the third method, we think we meditate nothing whatsoever, right? So that's why this is like a tendency. Tendency, it's a only one how to say, one direction. That is only one direction. Nothing whatsoever. That means in order to nothing, we stay on the nothing. Okay, we do too much on the nothing, then it's not that much smart. So that's where neither perception nor non-perception. we, we stay on there. Nothing is also perception actually. Nothing whatsoever. That is perceived. We perceive that. Nothing or not nothing. Actually, these are perceived. Or infinity space, infinity consciousness. They are perceived. We perceived. They are perception. That's where the step by step we grow on the method of meditation. First, we purify this outside object, and then purify inside object, and then purify between object, and then purify third, fourth, then last, then we need to completely purify. That's where step by step they have different powers, different benefits. So that's where now we are focusing on the object of the neither perception nor non-perception. Okay? Okay, these four formulas. Actually, right now I try to teach. We try to do at the same time, right? So let us know that these are the qualities of our mind. During the only these qualities will grow with meditation. And during the meditation, each qualities accomplished in your mind, you figure out. But you have to ask your the meditator, the meditator, and then they also need that the how to say experience, and then that gives. Then do second. Actually, the way of the meditation is the same right now what we are doing, and then the infinite space we meditate on there. Then it's accomplished. When we accomplished on that, then we go the second level. Then after accomplished this second level, then go third. And accomplish third, and then go fourth. So step by step, right now we did in short period, like to make a imprinting. Whether it just plants some seed, it's grow or not, then it's depend with the seasons, right? Your efforts, and then my skill of teaching, and they all need together. If they all work well, then next year is grow. Anyway, so these are the in order to you due to the meditation is how to say, it's like a receive in your mind these realizations. These experiences are this experience accomplished in your mind step by step. Then you figure out. Okay? That's all. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So we'll have like a 5-minute potty break before we start like
They make you water, you never drink.
Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Yeah. And then that one short list.
Hmm?